One thing that may be a little less noticeable with the two variations of the language is the pronunciation of words, both for similarly spelled words and words that are even spelled the exact same. Pronunciation is a big part of language. It is what helps people of the respective area notice and understand the language a lot better, even if it happens to be the same language. In the case for English, someone saying the word tomato may sound completely different in another country or area, although they happen to be the exact same word. This is also part of the reason why we have accents.
Kilogram of feathers.
There are various accents when it comes to English. There are accents such as Indian, Boston, Jersey, Chinese, Italian, Southern, and British.
That's really bad.
It's all based on location. An American speaking English will sound completely normal to them, while all other variations will be considered accents to them. Same goes for the UK, Australia, Canada, etc. Let's start off with a few pronunciation differences that you're most likely aware of. We're going to start off with the word advertisement, which is most commonly known as advertisement here in Canada. That's the way I say it. However, it is pronounced advertisement in the UK, although some Canadians do say it like that, like this part. Next is the word mobile. The pronunciation that is most commonly used in the United States is mobile. However, in the UK, it's almost always mobile. Here in Canada, it's more or less both of the pronunciations that are used. Vase or Vasi or Vaz is up next, and this seems to show more of the accent side of things. Vaz is vase in the UK, while it's pronounced vase in America. This is an example of accents. The word has no spelling variation. There are no notable differences in the pronunciation other than the stressing on the vowel A. This is what makes the British accent so recognizable, because of its different take on how the people pronounce their vowels make it very noticeable. Another example, like either, is either in America, or either in the UK. This is another example of how vowels are pronounced less literally and accurate to how they are laid out in the word, which seems to be a common motif found in the pronunciation of words in the UK, as in America words are pronounced more literally to their spelling. Most commonly known is the little red fruit, tomatoes. Ever heard of the phrase tomato, tomato, potato, potato when people it's like something that people use like when you comment on them like pronouncing stuff badly. So, well, in the UK, tomato is most commonly used, and in the Americans, or America, it is tomato. It's just another case of the accent coming into play. On top of this, another cool example is the word semi. In America, it's pronounced semi, while in the UK, it's semi. This is interesting as in the United States and Canada, the word seems to be played around with, as the word semi-truck tends to use semi more often, while a word like semicolon most often uses the prefix semi, even though it's in America. One more word, this may seem a little weird as it's one of the words that hasn't had its line blurred between the two types of Englishes. Schedule, or S-C-H-E-D-U-L-E, is pronounced schedule in America, and is pronounced schedule in the UK. Anyways, in conclusion, the world of pronunciation doesn't limit itself to the UK and the United States. Accents, spellings, and cultures all play their part towards how words sound and are pronounced in certain regions. With pronunciations being more associated with accents now rather than their own thing, the world of pronunciation will continue to change as long as language exists.
Hi.